इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन की कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, one and all. With great hope that everybody is doing exceptionally well and your friends and family are safe, we welcome you to this particular episode of Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. This is our 152nd episode and we welcome each one of you. Franchise India is Asia's largest integrated franchise solution company since 1999, and we completely enjoy authority on franchising, licensing, and retailing. We have helped thousands of investors in selecting the right franchise opportunity while helping and assisting numerous organizations in international and domestic franchise expansion. Again, we welcome you for this particular webinar. Our aim is to present the brand of the day so that you get a complete and correct understanding about the franchisee model they are offering today. We welcome management team of Franchise India, and today they are our panel members. They'll be sharing their word of questions, their suggestions, industry perspective with each one of us. We welcome Mr. Marya along with our second panel member, Ms. Sonya Chowdhry. We do not endorse any particular brands. It's just an attempt to represent the brand of the day. We are presenting today Fat Lozz, brand which comes from Chennai, and they present health and wellness vertical. It's an emerging chain of anti-obesity centers, and we welcome founder Dr. T. Rajinikanth along with our second panel member Dr. M.Hemamalini, CEO for this particular brand. If I talk about their impressive facts and figures, all the treatments are technology based, advanced technology based. There is no surgery, there is no side effect, and there's no dieting. So we welcome both of you to talk about your brand. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today. Over to you to share your journey with us.
Good afternoon, folks. Myself, Dr. Hemamalini, CEO of Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic, Slimming Superstar. So let me start my presentation. First, let's start with the statistics. So in India, more than 135 million individuals were affected by obesity. In that, abdominal obesity is one of the major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. So I want to tell you how the brand name emerged. So the concept of fat loss is a unique idea. Fat loss is not weight loss. So weight loss, actually, it is a decrease in your overall body weight. So the weight actually includes your muscle, fat, and water in your body. Actually, you have lost some pounds only, but the fat loss usually designs the reduction in body fat. So our clinic, Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic, aims at educating people on what is good fat and a bad fat. It is okay to have the good fat and it is beneficial for the body too. So we help people to understand the real benefits about fat loss more than weight loss. So that's why we named our clinic as Fat Loss Clinic, not as a weight loss clinic. So I am proud to announce that we are the only major center approved by Clinical Establishment Act on fat loss treatments. Other competitors in the market are into beauty, wellness, and slimming sector, not into the clinic sector. So our clinic is a result-oriented anti-obesity center, which is situated in Chennai. So we help people to get their shape effectively. So Dr. Rajinikanth, so our founder, is a plastic surgeon and a fat loss expert. So he has been delivering astonishing results to his patients since 2013. So in our clinic, we understand the patient's struggles with unwanted fat and weight-related issues. So hence we combine variety of effective methodologies to create a personalized fat loss plans for each patient while keeping into consideration the age, lifestyle, medical condition, and goals of each patient. So currently we have 2 outlets in Chennai, one in Madipakam, which is a head office, and also the clinic. And second one is Mylapore branch. And now we are all set to expand its presence through franchising. So next slide. So here is our specialist and fat loss clinic team. So let me tell you the story behind the brand and team. So the plastic surgeon, Dr. Rajinikanth, so who's a superstar clinic. So his bread and butter was liposuction, which was a surgical procedure. Still, tightening procedure was needed. So he was looking for a non-surgical, non-invasive way of fat removal. He traveled to so many countries purely for the concept and the idea. After 8 years hunt, he discovered and designed the novel idea of scientific result-oriented safe fat loss protocol in a healthier way on December 2018, and we launched on February 2019 at Madipakam. I'm really happy that I'm traveling with him for the past 4.5 years. So our Dr. Rajinikanth being the founder and also the famous cine star actor name. So the reach can be better. So we named after him. The prefix contains his name. That's how the brand name is called Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic. So, and next is myself, Dr. M.Hemamalini. So I'm a senior consultant medical cosmetologist and also an SPMU professional with rich experience in cosmetology and also in entrepreneurship. So I'm into this for the past 5.5 years. And I would like to introduce Dr. Tanuja, who's also a senior consultant cosmetologist. And she is with us for the past 2 years, and she has 8 years experience in the field of cosmetology and headed and handled chains of 70 plus clinics in and around Bangalore and Chennai. So we are very happy to be her in our clinic, actually, in our team. So she is our support, one of our major support in our clinic, being an expertise. And I would like to introduce our non-clinical team as well. So Mrs. Ramya Gopal, who's an MBA in HR. So she is our general manager. She is handling HR, operations, and finance for the past 9+ years. And she's been traveling with us for the past 4.5 years. And we are happy to have her on our board. So right from our operations, HR, recruitment, everything has been taken care by her very effectively. And I would like to introduce Mr. Krishna Teja, who is a senior and serial entrepreneur and expertise in current marketing strategy, digital marketing, and ROI management as well. So he is our official digital marketing strategist. So this is about our team, and all our treatments are performed and handled only by doctors. I would say that this is one of our USP, where in other clinics, the therapist will be performing the procedure, where in our clinic, only doctors, we are training the doctors, as we have an academy. So we are training all the doctors to do the fat loss treatments. So that is one of our USP. There is no therapist at our center. So we have our own marketing team, operations team, accounts team, and also we are into the sector 8+ years. So that's how we emerged into this. So then coming to the next slide. Going to our services, so which is a very important thing. So first thing is spot fat reduction. So you must be wondering, what is the spot fat reduction? And people have a myth that only obese people can take fat loss treatments. No, even a non-obese patient will have the small paunch on their love handles, on their abdomen, on their hands. So all these fats cannot be reduced only through exercises. For example, if a woman come to us who wishes to wear sleeveless, some people will have a paunch in their armpit area. So on the armpit area, we are supposed to give a shape in the armpit area. So how to do? So that is called spot fat reduction. So we concentrate particular body part, and we concentrate that area, and we reduces the fat as well. So we give the desired results in spot fat reduction. So in the spot fat reduction, we actually we can do the belly, love handle, bra fat area, arm fat area, outer thighs, inner thighs, and almost whoever wants to reduce any body part, we can able to do it. And next comes the body sculpting. So body sculpting, by the name itself, you will know. So any body part, we can sculpt it. So each body part, and we can give the desired body shape. Some people will want it. I want a S-shaped figure female. Yes, we can give S-shaped. S-shaped, actually, we can give the curve to the woman. And for men also, they'll come with the, they wanted like a tapering sides they want, because not most men like the love handle part. So we reduce that love handle part, also the belly. So beer belly we concentrate. So all this we can reduce, because since we know the science behind the whole abdominal fat, we are able to achieve the abdominal fat, and also we are achieving the full body fat reduction. That's how we are achieving body sculpting. And the third one is skin tightening. So most of the people post-pregnancy women will have loose skin, and also aged skin also will have the loose skin. Post severe weight loss, some people will be going gym and they'll be losing weight, severe weight loss in 2 to 3 months, some 10 to 15 kgs. So they will feel good when they reduce weight, but post of the weight loss, they will actually have the loosening skin. So that has been actually compromised with the skin tightening treatments. So we are the best in skin tightening treatments. I would definitely say that. And last one is HIEMT. So this service is only available in Platinum. And those who wants to build muscle at the same time, shed extra fat, we are actually helping them for the 6 packs, and also the people who wants that pack, even women wanted the 0 pack, and also we are helping in that way as well. So I would like to share some success story here about our treatment. So 32-year female came to our clinic with PCOD and obesity. So what happened to her is she wanted to get a baby, she wanted to get a baby for a very long time. She's been trying, but her gynecologist said only when you reduce the weight, you can actually get conceived. So she came to us with a dream of becoming a mother. And you might be wondering why she should come to you with a dream of becoming a mother. So most of the women in India, 80% of the women are affected from PCOD. So PCOS. So this gynec issue, what it's actually doing is, it is actually making the woman put on more weight. So if you reduce the weight, actually your PCOS will go off, and the infertility problem also goes up. That is the main reason for the fertility clinics. So many fertility clinics nowadays, because of the obesity, it is one of the major complication of infertility. So what we did is, like, she had a huge fat on her mid trunk. So mid body, the lower abdomen, she has so much weight, so that she couldn't bear the baby. So she has got a lot of miscarriages and abortions. So what we did is, we concentrated that abdomen part, and we reduced, and we made her feel so lighter, and we reduced almost 10 to 12 inches of her abdomen. So this happened in 3 months time, and she tried her IVF after 3 months time, and she got conceived, and that was one of her successful story. Her dream became true, being a mother. And second one I would like to share is about men. So 30-year-old man came to our clinic. So he wanted to reduce his weight, like 30 to 40 kgs he wanted to reduce. So he tried lots and lots of weight loss centers. He went to lots of weight loss centers, gym, and so many things he tried. End of the day, yes, he lost his weight, but he came with a bad quality skin. So he said that I felt so good even when I was obese. Now my skin looks so saggy and it is very thin and loose. So what we did is we gave him confidence, and we actually tightened his skin, and we made the skin look like his younger skin in 2 months time itself. So that shows how we are giving confidence to all our patients. So next thing I would like to, next slide please. Komal, next slide please. Yes. So all this time we were looking about our brand, how it was emerging, and what are all the treatments we have. So what is actually our mission? So as we all know, obesity is a treatable disease that is worldwide health concern associated with having an excess amount of body fat due to the lack of physical activity. Yeah, so a body has to have the physical activity. When there is a lack of physical activity, the body fat is stored as stubborn fat. So that's how we end up with the big belly in the abdomen and also all over the body. So our vision is to aspire to be a leading fat loss center in Chennai and to register our name among the top 10 fat loss clinics in India. So our vision is to provide fat loss services to the highest standards. To ensure this objective, we strive relentlessly to provide the best fat loss and related services to our patients. So our mission is to enable our clients to be physically fit, healthy, and attractive by employing the result-oriented and most advanced fat loss treatments at affordable prices. So we are concentrating on the middle class and upper middle class so that they can affordable. So the whole point, the whole purpose of fat loss clinics was like we wanted to give the result to all the people, all sort of people, not only an elite people can take up the services. So that is very important, and we strive not to help you lose fat, but also stay in shape and lead you to the healthy lifestyle. So moving on to the next slide, our main USP. So this is a very important thing I would like to announce that, see, our treatments, there is no surgical procedure in our treatment. So there is no cut, there is no blade is using, and there is no injections in our treatments, and there is no crash dieting. Nowadays, people go for crash dieting, people go for a lot of powders, pills for the weight loss sake. But then what will happen in dieting, they can't follow the crash dieting lifelong. So people are not understanding the dieting is for only temporary. Once you go back to your normal diet, you will go back to your normal shape. So you need the permanent solution for the weight loss and the fat loss. So which is not everyone is giving, where we are giving the permanent fat loss programs according to the medical condition of the patient. So we are customizing depend on the medical condition as well. So this is a holistic research-based approach to clinic, and we are using pure science and technology. Our treatments are highly equipped, and main thing is like there is no side effects. So without side effects, we are doing all our treatments. So safety, results of the patient is very, very important, and we never compromise on that. And at the same time, we are giving everything in a affordable price. So that is very, very important thing. So that is a very important USP to our clients. So moving on to the next slide. Why Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic? So first thing I would say, it's an opportunity to enter high ATV business. Definitely our business has like, we are achieving in 2 months itself, we are achieving a very good results. At the same time, the client database is increased in 2 months time itself from the launch because of the result as well as the affordability. Second one is our marketing and business opportunities provided by Fat Lozz Clinic. So we are giving you the business opportunity, and also we are helping you what are the marketing strategy, how the market it is. So we are helping you giving the statistics, and also we are helping you how to find your target audience and how to pick up the right client. We are helping you in that. And also it's a very easy and transparent process. Next, it is a multiple revenue stream where we have fat loss treatments, and also we have dental treatments in our clinic. So we have always we'll have one dental room in all our clinic actually. So through dental also we can give you the revenue. So 30% of our clinic revenue is actually coming from dental as well. So it's like a complementary business model. So we have fat loss and dental. So 70% is fat loss and 30% is dental as well. And also we are helping you with the product sales, where you will have 60% margin on product sales. So I think that that shows how the revenue streams will be given by us. And the next one is we have high margin and quick payback period. So during this investment and delivering the best, most effective services to our clients, as I already mentioned, results, no side effects, affordable price. So this is our USP. So through this, actually, we can attract so many clients. So this is our USP. So through this, you can actually invest. You should actually think about why you should choose Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic. So yeah, this is our business model. We have three types. One is platinum unit franchisee. Second one is gold unit franchisee, and the third one is silver unit franchisee. So in the platinum, 5+2, and gold 4+1, 2+. So in this, we have given this according to the market strategy, according to the location. So we have divided into three things so that we can help you effectively right from the marketing, operations team, finance and strategy, manpower support. One important thing I would like to mention here is our model has very low manpower. So, and also the rental very less to business model. So moving on to the next slide. Who can actually just in our model? So before going to that, I would like to say the strategy, the rollout location, where and all we would like to go. So initially to actually do on Tamil Nadu. And we would like to go to Karnataka, either in Bangalore or some cities. We would like to expand ourselves, and also Telangana, Pradesh, Hyderabad, Kerala, maybe in Cochin and Pondicherry. So this is initial as of now is one we are looking for. And you see the population who are actually affected by obesity are more in India. So we have divided into this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 due to the expansion level. So phase 2 we are actually planning to go with Delhi, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. So slowly we are planning to also go to the east and west as well. And also we are looking for international collaborations in 2021 too. So moving to the next slide. So if you see, okay. So yes, as I told, we are going to the west and east at the end, and also we are looking for international expansions by 2021. As the obesity is a pandemic problem. It is not a epidemic problem. So yes, it is an epidemic problem in India, but then also internationally, worldwide, obesity has a very bad impact. So because obesity is not anymore a condition, it is a comorbid stage. As I already mentioned, even during COVID time, everyone said that who are obese is also considered as comorbid person. So the market will be definitely equal. It will be in distribution, equal distribution in India as well as in abroad. So moving on to the next one. Yes, so comprehensive brand support. So we will help you in this 8 things. So first thing, we will help you in setting up the whole clinic and infrastructure, right from the infrastructure, missions. So we'll help you in everything, and right from the location setup and establishments, what are all the guidelines you should follow, what are all the documentation you should do, right from A to Z. We will actually help you in the setting up of a brand and setting up of a clinic. So that is our one deliverable. And second thing, as I already mentioned, so doctors, we are actually giving comprehensive training program on how to manage outlet operations for the main staff. So mainly doctors training, which is technical training we are giving to the doctors. So we will support you in training, and also we are supporting you in operations training, how to convert a client, so how to talk to a patient, how to assess a body fat. So we will help you, we will tell you everything on the training. We will give the training completely. We will give the A to Z training on the fat loss treatments. We have a training module as well. So we have an academy as well. So we can get help from the academy, and we can give the training to the doctors as well as the manager. And third, we go to the inventory management. As I already told you, in the product sales, you have around 60% margin. So we will help you with that inventory management, and also the consumables, where to buy, everything we will take care. So you don't have to worry about the inventory management as well. So the process management next. So the brand will develop systems to track the inventory, employees, and the performance of each franchise outlets. So we have all the CRM and other softwares will be provided by the brand. Because the operations is mainly work on the CRM, and you need to always have a particular accounts, a particular number of people, database. So we will help you in everything. So any problem on the operations, we are there to help you. So we will give you that full support on this process management as well. And comes the branding and the marketing. So yes, so we are the best. We have the best in our team, as I already mentioned. So marketing, we have Mr. Krishna Teja, who's a serial entrepreneur. So he is a branding and marketing strategist. So we know how the market works. So we can communicate with the brand proposition to the clients as well. So facilitation, the franchisee will benefit from ongoing from R&D. If we develop any product, so in our headquarters, we develop any new technology comes right away to the franchisee, we are ready to provide to the franchisee as well. We will give you all the advanced and the trending ones also. So we have the genius sir, Dr. Rajinikanth. So he'll be taking care of that, and we are ready to give all the support on the advanced technology as well. So advertising and promotions, the brand will organize events specific to advertising and promotions at the national level. So we all have communication and contacts in national level and international level as well. So we will give you all the printed materials like brochures, pamphlets, flexmas. Since we are into this field almost like 8+ years, take care of all that, and especially the PR coverage at the end, people at regional and national levels and also international levels as well. So we can take care of your as well. So our comprehensive brand support right from A to Z, we can take care the selection, everything we can able to take care through this clinic actually. So moving on to the next slide. Yes, so who can invest? So what are all the parameters? So the most critical parameter is first, a person, our investor is supposed to have a networking ability and willingness to be a part of business, because see, the dedication matters a lot. So dedication to be an entrepreneur. So that force is needed to be our important parameter. And education, the person should actually need basic on how the protocol works and everything. We are there to help you, but the person should be able to understand things so that they can educate their staffs and everything. So education is mandatory. And the second one, the other parameters in knowledge, ability to run the business, capital resource, comfortable with revenue sharing model, existing unutilized facility, vision. The person should have vision and comfort level with the franchisor. Of course, yes, we'll have that. So we are expecting these parameters from our investor. So that is about it. This is the benchmark for the franchisee profile. So moving on to the next one. Yes, so here come the financials. As I already mentioned, we have 3 types: silver, gold, and platinum. So in the silver, area required is 900 square feet, and gold it is 1330 square feet, and platinum 1700. So we have actually mentioned each thing. So right from the store furnishing infrastructure, equipment, promotional, and also the franchisee fees. So in the silver one, we have furnishing and infrastructure, it's 12 lakhs, and equipment is 21 lakhs. So we give the best equipments, and the equipments are designed by our Dr. Rajinikanth. So that is how he created a protocol. So all the machines are customized by Dr. Rajinikanth only. So we will help you with the customized missions, and we will not compromise on the missions, because we believe in the ethics, we believe in without side effects, and we wanted to give results. So that's the main thing. Equipments is very important. And the next one is promotional. It is 2.5 lakhs. Franchisee fees is 4.5 lakhs. Total 40 lakhs, and the gold, same thing, 17, 34, and promotional is 3, and franchisee fees is 6 lakhs. And comes to platinum for 1700 square feet. The interior is to 20.5 lakhs, equipment 40 lakhs, promotional and other expenses is 3 lakhs, and 3.5. This is our model, and back 2.5 to 3 years. ROI for 5 years is for silver is 80%, gold is 73%, and platinum is 69%. So yes, so this is the financials of our franchisee model. So I would like to conclude here about our brand. So once upon a time, actually, India was notorious for malnutrition, but now it's a land of obesity. So the potential on a result-oriented, healthier way of reducing obesity and body fat non-surgically at an affordable price will be the #1 business in next 20 years. So fat loss will become one of the future top business industry. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Lovely presentation, and I must compliment you. You were extremely confident and very precise in your presentation. So many compliments for what you presented, and it is very clear. And welcome, Dr. Rajinikanth. I think I had an opportunity to talk to you many times, and what you have really built as a methodology and the process and structure is phenomenal. And I absolutely agree. India, both from obesity and also from a diabetes viewpoint, India is a world capital. So we have a major problem in terms of our dietary behavior and so on and so forth. While our diets were actually good when we were more physical in nature, but because of today, the movement of people, they're not so physical, they're not really moving out, and we have issues. And this is causing a big problem. At all ages, obesity is become a big problem. And especially if you are in a certain situation where other treatments would not work or regular diet would not work, you need to come to formal clinics. And these are all scientifically, medically proven. And I had a discussion with Dr. Rajinikanth, and he explained me that fat loss is very different to weight loss. And I would like him to explain again, because that's very important for our audience to really understand that a lot of people just don't understand that difference. You don't have to sometimes do a weight loss because there is a problem in the fat loss. Maybe starting with that, Dr. Rajinikanth, because a lot of people have joined in on both Facebook and this. So a simple explanation can make a big difference, as you explained me, and it will be very important for everybody to understand.
Sure. Good afternoon all. This is Dr. Rajinikanth. I'm a plastic surgeon and a cosmetologist. So I've been in this industry for almost like 18 years now. So 8 years back, we started a cosmetology clinic. I've been practicing plastic surgery for almost 8-9 years. So during this process, during this travel of my plastic surgery, we came across, a lot of fat people, overweight, unwanted fat. And then people come to me for liposuction saying they have back pain. Get a liposuction done, or obesity. So Once when we were operating, and one of a patient from Pondicherry, he was like, I wanted to remove fat from arms, my abdomen, back, thighs. So we removed almost like around 20 liters of fat. So on the operating table, he said, thank you so much, sir. I feel like I've lost almost like 10-15 kilos. So next day, while in the room, he wanted to measure his weight. So I sent my nurse to measure his weight. And then he was so shocked, he called me over the phone. I wanted to talk to him immediately. So I asked him, what happened? I have lost only 250 grams. Even after removing all the way, fat of 10 to 15 liters of fat, but then he's just lost 250 grams. So that is where, that was an eye-opening to me, where I realized that even though I remove the fat, the person does not happen to lose the weight. The reason being, the actual weight is the blood which keeps the fat alive. And the fat as such does not have any weight towards it. So if you happen to lose the fat, over a period of time, the person will tend to lose the weight. So that's where this whole process and journey started. So apart from regular obese people or overweight people where we treat a fat area, say for example, person in the abdomen has got fat. Person in the, a man guy has got absolutely normal, good-looking fat, good-looking guy, but has fat on the sides. So these people come to us. So when we treat them, we treat the fat. But then we also found certain technological advancements and certain mechanisms where we can push this fat to the lymphatic channels on that session itself, where the next couple of days, naturally it gets excreted out of the body. So a person is, he is around 75-80 kilos. He can be still having a six-pack. B, a 75-80 kilos having a big paunch in the abdomen. So these are the two kind of people. Need not be in shape. So what I found and I feel, and also my patients feel, is that, every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you should fall in love with your shape, your own body shape. When you're happy about the shape of your body, that is where the confidence builds in. It is not about the weight you see in the weighing machine. It is about how good you feel. So this shaping, whether it is in the abdomen or on the sides or in your hands, or the women who have it in the sides of their thighs, that is where this fat loss concept came in. I hope, Gaurav, I answered, how this...
I think it was eye-opener for me also, that when you told me and explained me how this works. And you're absolutely right. People want to look good. And that's very important. If you're confident on carrying an even higher weight, that's not a problem, because if your build is like that, and you will find that people which are reasonably good build and everything else with no fat on body, they still weigh a little more. So weight is all right in that sense. In terms of what people want is aesthetics. Aesthetics is very important, and they want to really and do that. And some people have very peculiar problems, and then they have problems on a particular spots where they would have weight, and especially when they are young and they're either getting married or getting, I think they want to look the best. Even the smallest correction, they don't want to have that, because they want to wear things and they want to really come out, and so that's a time they really go to fat loss clinics and they would do the treatment. It might be a small correction which they need to do. And this is how this industry is really built. It's what we call aesthetics industry. And aesthetics has become very big part. If you go to Europe, London, Italy and things like that, you will find thousands and thousands of clinics. And they're so busy with a lot of people coming there, especially, and the ratio is both men and women. And then my second question is that in your business, and how do you really see this ratio of gender? How many women and how many men, and what age group is more seen to you?
Okay. Age group in terms from 18 years till we have had patients who come for 65, 66. Okay. So it is never that only younger age group or only the older age group. We had a patient who was almost 62 years old. She was, wants to get back into a little bit of walking. She had fat in between her thighs, not able to, walk around because it keeps rubbing her thighs. So she came to me and said, I'm fit, but this keeps rubbing and that causes problems. So we were able to only reduce that fat in between. So it is never the age. It's quite, variety of it. And both men and women. It is not, it's only for men. No, there's men, the most common problem is a double chin. They come and get their double chin treated and they go. So it is both men and women from the age of 18 up to the age of, 65 is what we have done max. So you can even go beyond that. It is not age dependent and the sex dependent.
Absolutely. And I think the younger would come more for looking good. And as you get older, then it's functionality, your functionality and things you do with your body, and your body wants to be in shape. And a lot of people we've seen have gone through treatments because they've become overweight. It becomes difficult for them to have a basic movement. As said, that a woman wanted to walk, and if she has some problem in walking or things of that nature, she wants that correction. So it's a very spread. It's not really do that, but yes, doctor, you want to say something?
Yes, but the younger groups which we are saying, right? Younger is more into aesthetics and looks, okay? But then when you go older, where people have morbid conditions like diabetes or BP, they have a back pain where they have an extra fat in the front. Because of that, it gives a curve. So when you have a morbid condition like diabetes, BP or heart problems, and you still have this excess fat here and there, first they come to us, reduce the fat before they hit the gym, okay? And so that they feel, okay, I can reduce some fat. Then I go to the gym and work out and do more of it. So for us, in reality, we have actually seen more people above 30 years than actually younger people.
Sure. And I also see that, and that's where they're very, very conscious in terms of what they need to do that. Now let's go into the business model, and also before we go into business model, I think I would like to take the overall landscape. How is the landscape? How we will compete with everything available in the market, and how do our positioning? While you have methodology of you have your own machines you use, and a lot of things you've done, Dr. Rajinikanth has done, but how do we would be competitive anything available in the market which uses the word fat loss? How we are from a classic companies like VLCC to the new age clinics which are coming in, how we would be different and has an advantage in the market?
Dr. Malini, would you like to?
Yes, actually. So we are, as I already mentioned, so we are the only clinic who is doing, so we are under a Clinical Establishment Act, so that will be our USP. And you mentioned VLCC and New Age and all coming up. So they are actually now concentrating into beauty factor as well. So I think they are also into now the beauty facials and also hair treatments. So they are also going into that level as well. They are not actually confined to slimming. So now they are moving into from slimming into the beauty industry. So we are only purely into slimming. So we are totally into fat loss treatment. I think that would be an advantage. And we are even colors also, they are also moving into the skin treatment, hair treatment. So these people are moving into the cosmetic treatments, whereas our main domain is going to be a fat loss. So I think that will make a big difference in the market.
Yeah. So they are specialized and they're clinical, and
yes.
It creates a big entire thing, and the processes are done by doctors. Not by any other thing, and people don't trust non-doctor, non-medical facilities, and people are trusting only where you have been in a good care, because and the procedures are done by doctors. And now let's go into the business model in depth in terms of the manpower required. And if you really can talk about, Dr. Malini, if you can talk about unit and gold, which is silver, gold, and platinum kind of thing, what kind of manpower really do it? And I learned from doctor that he says that you hire dentists actually to be part of the clinics, and that was very unique, which I wanted you to really highlight and tell about it.
Okay. Yes. So why we choose dentists is like dentists are allowed to do treatments, right? Because they are like MBBS people. So 5 years of medical degree they are working on. So when it comes to 5-year degree, I think only dentists and MBBS people are meant to say they are doctors, not physiotherapists, not homeopathy, not Ayurvedic. So we wanted to concentrate, and also right now dentistry is saturated. So every dentist wanted to do something different. Every dentist wanted to, work something different as well as a complementary, right? So we wanted to use that situation, the whole Indian situation and being a dentist. So we wanted to actually use that situation, and also we want to help the dentist, and their pay scale also can be a bit high, because nowadays I think in a street almost like 6 to 7 clinics in a street. So that in that level it's saturated. So we want to help them. At the same time, if we add dental, if we train a dentist, definitely their involvement on the patients and giving the result will be higher, and the ethical practice will be maintained. If I give the training to an Ayurvedic doctor, I'm not sure how ethical practice will be maintained. So the ethical practice and the dedication towards the medical practice, I feel for dentists it will be more higher than the other firm of doctors actually. So that's why we choose dentist, and we thought being dentist we thought why not we add a one complementary business where dental clinic as well, because it's going to be one treatment room where it will be a complementary business, and it definitely worked out. So 30% of our whole revenue was towards dental as well. So it helped in giving the the expenses. It can help in the whole concept of the consumables and everything. So it actually helped in all ways, especially in the revenue management.
They're very important, and I think very rightly touched upon. So the dentist actually perform both part of it, aesthetics also, and also the dental piece.
Yes,
and
yes.
What is a global phenomenon. This is India, we don't see that. But if you go to Dubai, you go to other places, all aesthetic clinic would have a dental clinic inside that. And it's a very complementing business, because people who are conscious about that, they also need treatments. And this actually vice versa works. If you come for a dental, and then you might look at that, yes, you want other treatments to be done, and vice versa. So it really creates a great opportunity. And today, India produces one of the most doctors in the dental, and they are not observed in their dentistry space. So most of them actually end up stop the medical space, and they take other careers in life, which is wrong, because they've been studied 5 years and they want to pursue that. So India produces about 45,000 dentists every single year, very large production. So they are not observed in their, I think, and not many start their own practice. And so this is a great opportunity to get a good people who can work with you, and they can be both running both practices and so on and so forth. Now let's go on to the equipment part of it. What is the proprietary equipment we have, and how that is surprised, and also touch upon a little bit of training as a franchisee which needs to be done. And then I will like Sonya to come in, and Sonya, if you can really start noting down cities where we have inquiries coming in. And I will put to audience, please go out and Q&A box and ask about the cities you are interested in, so we can take up if the city is open or not open, or would it make sense or not sense. So over to you, training, for what kind of training you provide to the clinics.
I'll take it. Yes, I'll take that. Okay. So in terms of the machines, Gaurav, okay, why it is said proprietary is it's divided into 3-4 different parts. Each has its own actions, like how we treat the fat, how we stimulate it from inside out, and then how do we push it into the lymphatic channels. Everything has got a process. So we happen to say 70% of the machines are purely done for us. It has been customized and modulated and changed according to my needs, and it has been done. How is most important is, what if I have to train a doctor who's in North? Okay, I'm in South, right? So I need to train a doctor. Is it replicatable? Is it teachable? So that is where we really went into it. All the machines will be procured by us, because it comes manufactured to my thing. And few machines, very few machines will be bought directly from imported companies and from India. But complete training, A to Z, on handling the machines, and in terms of their AMC, and in terms of the repairs and everything, those things we will take care, we'll help you with it. And all the training for the doctors, because only the doctors will handle the machines. in terms of taking care of the machines, keeping it clean, and all those processes is by the doctor when they finish one patient, and they cannot change that. That's how the protocols are. And machines, you don't need to worry. Training, you don't need to worry. We will provide the training. All the doctors, always the medical factor of it will be taken control by us, because we need to train the doctors. The trained doctors can always train more doctors. Anything else would you want to know, Gaurav?
No, I think this is good. This is a good structure. So, and you, because you're running your own practice quite successfully, people can actually come down and get completely trained and help on recruitment on that thing. So that's very helpful. So we passing to you, Sonya, for your remarks and also taking some questions from.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Rajinikanth and Hemamalini ji. I'll pick some questions from the audience. I see some locations which are coming up, and maybe I'll start with that first of all. I think your initial focus you mentioned was south of India. So I have one inquiry from one of the investors who wants to maybe understand if Bangalore is a location you want to enter, one, and second, which parts of Kerala is your maybe initial interest, and would you want to maybe expand on that? These two locations in specific, and also in south I see one from Kolkata also. Now, apart from these two locations, which are the immediate locations in south which is your first priority city, and if there's also negative list of cities, maybe if you want to maybe make a note of that as well. Yeah.
Yes, I got your point. So with how we are right now, immediate expansion, we are looking at nearby cities like Bangalore, Coimbatore, Cochin, Hyderabad. So that is where we are looking at. We're still concentrating on the south factor. So once we expand into the nearby cities, the south cities, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Cochin, or Hyderabad, once we move to north, for us, it is no difference whether we go internationally or not. Because for south, we always feel north is like a bit far, So once we can step in there, no difference it makes whether I do Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, or UAE, it doesn't matter to me. It is still the same whether I do Calcutta too, because it's very expensive to keep going from us to there. It's cheaper for us to travel to UAE and finish the work.
Helpful. Dr. Rajinikanth, another question which I want to pick up is also, I think that's one of the interest areas of many investors, is on the unit economics. What are the operating expenses typically for maybe a format across these three formats that we talked about, one? And typically, how long does it take for somebody to get maybe the first set of clients and, break even, is one question which I wanted to maybe ask. And third is the average maybe ticket size per client, and how much is that, and how many such clients would one center need to break even?
Okay, so we actually, let's take one by one. Okay, so what is the first question was in terms of your operations cost, right? Okay, so in terms, first you think about the manpower. When it comes to 2+1, right? And we have dentist who's doing both the treatments. So all we need is only 3 doctors, okay, and 1 front office and a housekeeping, and that's it. That's the kind of manpower we need, and we do not need more than that. When it comes to silver models, we are looking at just 900 space, and we are not looking for very posh areas, because our target audience is middle class and upper middle class. We're not saying that only the high class people have to come in. So a very commercial area or a highly populated residential area is okay with us. Okay. And then when you go into the gold, we have 4+1. So we have 5 treatment rooms. Still, it's only doctors, right? No aesthetician, no therapist. So you will require 1 front office, 4 doctors, and 1 housekeeping, maybe a manager. Because when you have more than 3 doctors, in our experience, we feel that we always need someone who can do the administrative part of work over there. Okay, so a manager would come in at that point. The same will be the platinum. We'll have 2 more doctors over there, and then 1 manager will be there, and that's it. So the platinum will have a front office, which will be like 8 to 10, and then all the doctors will be in the range between 20 to 25, and then your manager will be in a similar range of 20 to 25. I think we also have the complete financials given to one of your staff, Komal. So she'll also help you with the thing and how the operations cost is. And rentals, A silver rental will be anywhere between, say, around 20 to 30K, per month. And then gold, 1,300. I'm just talking about Chennai. So in terms of 1,300 square feet, anywhere between 50 to 70K, and 1,700 will be anywhere between a lakh and 1.5. But that money is not a big deal because the amount of money coming in is totally different, right? So every session is a minimum of anywhere between 3,000 to 8,000 for a basic body sculpturing or a fat reduction. So a monthly expense, what we are looking for a person spending expenditure, like spending power is like somewhere between minimum is like around 25,000. Okay, will be the thing which will go on every month. We also have a model where if they don't mind coming to us every alternate day, every third day they can come in, and they have an express way of treatment. It's literally like going to a gym, but they need to spend almost 2.5 hours with us. But then that is like almost 36,000 a month, something where within 2 months they achieve it. And we also have this cryo factor of it, which is a part of the whole treatment, where per session will just one session will give us an income of minimum 15K to around 30K. But then it's a session which is done once in 15 days. It is not like the regular spot production. So even just take 1 week, 1 day, one patient walks in for a cryo. You have just 2 patients coming in for just one patient. Just even take as one patient every day, one patient for cryo. You do that, your monthly income will be anywhere between say around 2 to 2.5 lakhs is what we're looking at. Minimum, I'm saying. I'm just saying, even at the worst case scenario, your operations cost is always taken care of. You don't need to think about your operations cost at all. So that's the whole operations factor. What else you would like to know?
Another question which I wanted to also pick up was on the profiling of these partners, franchisees. What kind of profile of people are we looking? We looking at people which come with similar experience backgrounds? Are we open? Because you mentioned there's a training which every franchisee goes through. But do you want to maybe still specify the profile of the investors?
Yes, ma'am. It is basically, first, it's not for doctors or anything like that. No healthcare. It's like anyone can take this franchise. We are not very keen on that. But we want them to be educated. Reason is they need to understand it is science. Okay, here and there they cannot compromise, saying that you don't need to take care of this machine. And we leave it after that. Let's see. All those things cannot be taken into process. That is why we are saying minimum education for them to understand what it is. Say they don't have an education, okay, but they have similar businesses they have been running in the past, where it involves into maintenance of machines and staff management. We are okay with that. Thirdly, that networking is preferably better. They need to either have a network or be in a BNA somewhere where they meet a lot of people, because these centers are location based, and it only can cater to a surrounding from that location, because people are going to come once in 3 days, once in 5 days. So I think they can't keep traveling 10 kilometers every day to come to my center. So it is centric to that area. So if that person is quite a network person, or he's in a previous business where he has seen what he's got quite connections, it will be having a better better thing for him to expand his business in that area.
Okay. And Doctor, one question which I want to pick up was on the regulation, because government in various countries have implemented a lot of regulations for market players, providing evidences regarding safety and also ingredients and other things which are used for such programs. If you want to talk about these regulations or even licenses which one needs or need to take care of while running a center.
Actually, it will still come under a cosmetology unit if you think as an international unit, because internationally, body sculpturing, cryo, all comes under aesthetics, and it comes under cosmetology clinic. So the licensing in abroad will be in that division only. But in India, it will be purely as a clinic. Since we also offer dental and fat loss, even though there are a lot of other technology is included inside, but still performed by a doctor. It has been registered under a Clinical Establishment Act, since it's been only done by doctors. And in India, it's not a big deal, ma'am. It is purely this. But in abroad, it will be as aesthetic clinic only.
Very, very helpful, Dr. Rajinikanth. I think if I can also request, some of these questions which are coming in, even from locations like I mentioned Kolkata was one, and I saw one of our viewers also talking about if you have any preference of locations within Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Are there any spots also which you think you'll be able to maybe suggest? I think that intelligence can come because you're running this clinic for some time, and you might also have demand coming from certain locations within south of India. Would you want to give maybe a macro view of what kind of spots or locations would do well? I think what you talked about was where you have, this middle class audience in good neighborhood. Any other metrics that you want to maybe highlight which any franchisee needs to take care of when selecting a location?
High footfall areas, ma'am. Earlier, before Corona, it was different. Now it is different. Before Corona, even malls were good. Okay, but then post-Corona, I don't know how it's going to be, right? So high footfall areas is one thing we really need to work on. Okay, I'm actually not very much aware of Andhra Pradesh. In terms of Hyderabad is better or Secunderabad is better. I don't believe in that, because even though as metrics it was given Northeast is lesser and also other areas, but no, since we are not a weight loss clinic. We are into fat loss. It is spot fat reduction. It's like every person, comes across with that. And Secunderabad, I'm okay with it. If it's a right spot where you have a high footfall area and the middle class community is what we are looking at, the mass, I'm okay with that. We are not very keen on saying that this is the spot we want. This is the most premium spot, nothing like that. We are not very keen on that.
It's very helpful, Dr. Rajinikanth. And I will also request, friends, I see you still putting on questions on the Q&A chat. Can we request maybe a time, Doctor, which you can give maybe in this week, and we'll try and bring in some of our interested viewers who've come today on a call with you, where a little bit of intelligence on the location, business modeling, and other elements which might require maybe in-depth understanding can be done one-on-one.
Ma'am, one more thing I wanted to say before that. We happened to miss on that, for our franchisees, whoever takes it, the first 6 months is the most difficult times. It takes time for them to settle down to get into operations. So what we decided is we will give complete, operation support for first 6 months till they suffer, till they stabilize. Once they stabilize, the admin will be their side, but the medical will be still our side. This we want to be very clear, because every time we have found in a lot of people, the first 6 months is going to be the most toughest times. And just a training will never be helpful. You need to really work on the operations on how it goes on, because if we don't do that, with the amount of money coming in after 6 months, ethical practice will be missed. We have seen in this trend, because money is going to keep coming, but then your ethics is the highest priority when it comes to my clinics. I cannot forego that. That's the reason we want to make sure we put it in the franchise person's mind, and also the team which is going to work there. Next week, in this week, now we are on a Tuesday. Maybe this week or even the next week, you tell the date. Just give us just 2 days prior heads up. We are okay with that. We can do that.
So I think we should try to do maybe 3rd of this month, 3rd of November.
Perfect. Perfect, sir.
3rd of this November, we are doing a discovery day. It's a great opportunity, great margins, very stable, and people would continue to come that. This is sunshine industry as people would become more and more conscious. And also, India is one of the lowest penetration for such clinics. If you go to even a city like Dubai and just pass from Jumeirah, every second place would look like a clinic of aesthetics. That's how much people use that. So India is very, very low, and it's a now huge opportunity in B and C cities also. The cities like Vizag, Vijayawada, Mysore, Mangalore, these are all good cities. Kochi, Calicut, Trivandrum, These are all great cities. Coimbatore, phenomenal market. And so if you are available from there, reach out to us, choose where you are. You can even start with maybe a silver model, have maybe another 700-800 square feet available nearby, and you can add and expand. So it might be a good opportunity to start with silver and go to platinum as your practice starts going up. So thank you very much, Doctor. And thank you, Dr. Hemamalini. I think if you can just give us a last word, anything which you want to do. I should also take an appointment and come to you for some kind of spot reduction at Multiman. I would probably become a bigger client for you, right?
We will come to you, sir. We'll come, we'll open a section of my place. We'll come to you.
Sure. No. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for listening to us. So Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic is a very unique model. It's a highly lucrative model with average paying capacity of people. And for our investors, we are always there for you. We'll help you through. We are both going to, grow together. We are there for you at any time in terms of operations, in terms of medical. I'm here. You don't need to worry. Rajinikanth is here for you. And both in terms of our investors and for the patients who come to us, we want to give the best. The results is the priority. Safety is at most, without it, never. And revenue also. Without money, nothing happens, right? But revenue also, we want to give it back to you guys. And we will grow together on this journey of Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic.
Yes, let's grow together from Dr. Rajinikanth's Fat Loss Clinic, Slimming Superstar.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Sonia, over to you and Archana for thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajinikanth and Hemamalini. I would also add, this business runs on science. When we say science, it's about performance, ingredients which are used, which should deliver tangible and predictable results. And this is where many brands break out of the pack. And I liked how you explained the entire science about this fat loss. Okay. And friends, we'll take up your questions. I see some questions coming in. I will request if you can share your profiles on the hotline number, which we have put, and I will request Archana if you can put the hotline number in the chat and request everyone to take a note of that, reach out to us, and we'll fix your call on coming Tuesday, which is exactly a week from today. Thank you. Over to you, Archana.
So thank you so much, Dr. Rajinikanth. Thank you so much, Dr. Hemamalini, for joining in today. Our best compliments and wishes to each one of you. Thank you, our panel member, for sharing your advice with us. We would like to thank all the dear participants who have joined us today and have understood the financial and the investment opportunity for you. We really encourage and invite suggestion, feedback, and query at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838, because that will help us in improving our process and serve you in the best possible manner. We have started this particular journey on 1st of May, and we have done several kind of franchisee summits, franchisee show, as well as webinar. All the recordings are available at the Facebook page of Franchiseindia Brands Limited. Go under video section. You can watch all the previously done webinars. Please join us on our Facebook page. You can connect with the management team of Franchiseindia at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information on your screen. And tomorrow we are inviting you for another great brand to witness the journey. 12 p.m. sharp under Business Opportunity Chai webinar series. We are inviting team of Mr. Pronto, the brand which is well-known name for shoe and bag repairing category. They enjoy the legacy of 17 years, currently running 15 plus outlets. So please do not miss this chance. Join us where Mr. Abhishek Dingra will talk about this particular great brand. At the same business hotline number, which is there on your screen, you can get a registration link. We request to do registration today so that you can join us tomorrow for this particular brand. Thank you once again for joining us today, sparing time and witnessing this great webinar. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Tanya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye.